All right, hello. So today I'm going to share with you my findings for my presentation for the special article assigned, this one in particular, RP9, Ferruti, Influence on Brand Signature, Brand Awareness, Brand Attitude, Brand Reputation on Hotel Industry Brand Performance, from the International Journal of Hospitality Management, 76,271 to 285. So this article, as you can see here, is the abstract giving you the overview of the main points. It emphasizes that a strong, well-designed brand signature such as the name, logo, and visual elements are crucial for building a positive corporate identity, enhancing brand awareness, and fostering emotional connections across cultures. Effective management of these elements can strengthen brand reputation, influence consumers' attitudes, and provide a competitive advantage in the global hospitality industry. This particular research utilized SEM in order to test the proposed models, and I'm going to walk you through some of the steps and some of the key findings. So background and research, our purpose statement overview. What you'll find in the article is that it highlights the importance of a hotel's brand signature, its name and logo specifically in shaping identity, reputation, and consumer perceptions globally. Despite limited empirical research, findings show that well-managed signatures enhance brand awareness, differentiation, and loyalty. Effective strategy involves aligning design and cultural sensitivities to evoke positive emotions and strengthen the hotel's competitive edge across markets. The study examines how brand elements like name and logo influence consumer perception, brand reputation, and performance in the hotel industry. It aims to provide strategic insights for designing effective, emotionally resonant brand signatures that enhance global reputation as well as competitive advantage. The article contributes to research by highlighting the holistic, strategic role of brand signatures, logos, and names in shaping global consumer perceptions, reputation, and loyalty, emphasizing a multidisciplinary and cross-cultural approach to international branding. The study underscores the strategic importance of brand signatures, particularly looking at the global tourism and hospitality industry from a competitive advantage standpoint. It highlights how visual elements, typeface design, and color serve as tangible cues that influence consumer perceptions and reinforce brand reputation. Effective brand signatures shape consumer attitudes, increase awareness, and foster loyalty across diverse markets, demonstrating their essential role in building trust and positive associations. Moreover, the research emphasizes the emotional and symbolic significance of these signatures, helping to evoke positive responses and differentiate brands from competitors. It advocates for a multidisciplinary approach that integrates design, cultural understanding, and branding strategies to develop strong, culturally sensitive brand identities. Also, the findings validate the impact of well-crafted brand signatures on corporate reputation internationally, illustrating that consistent and recognizable signatures enhance brand performance. Finally, the study connects theoretical frameworks of brand identity and perception to practical applications in tourism and hotel branding, emphasizing the need for cross-cultural consideration to ensure that brand signatures evoke the desired emotional and perceptual responses worldwide. Also, this study highlights that a strong brand signature name, logo design, and color is vital for a hotel's identity and reputation worldwide. The brand name has the greatest influence, followed by logo, features which evoke emotional responses. Managers should develop culturally adapted, consistent signatures to boost awareness, loyalty, and competitive advantage. Effective signatures connect internal identity with external perceptions, strengthening trust and brand equity across global markets. The literature reveals several gaps regarding brand signatures in international tourism and hospitality. There is limited empirical research on how specific elements like name, logo, and design influence perceptions and performance across cultures. Most studies focus on theory or local settings, leaving a lack of understanding of their role in global brand differentiation. Research also underexplores cross-cultural interpretations and emotional responses to visual and textual elements. Additionally, it treats brand signatures as static, overlooking their ongoing strategic role and interaction with brand culture. Practical guidance for managers on designing and managing effective culturally resonant signatures is also scarce. Addressing these gaps calls for more empirical studies on cross-cultural effectiveness and strategic management of brand signatures worldwide. To the analysis. We can see that in this research it provides a comprehensive exploration of the concept of brand signature within the context of international tourism and hospitality, emphasizing strategic significance in shaping global brand perceptions and performance. It synthesizes multidisciplinary insights from branding, marketing, and design literature to underscore the importance of tangible brand elements such as name and logo and their influence of consumer attitudes, trust, and brand reputation across diverse cultural markets. The article contributes to existing literatures by identifying notable gaps, particularly the need for empirical research examining how specific brand signature elements function across different cultural contexts and influence consumer behavior globally. It highlights the dynamic nature of brand signatures and their potential as strategic assets that can foster competitive advantage and emotional resonance with consumers. Methodology. The article integrates theoretical frameworks that we will look at some of the findings. So, in the research, it employs an empirical research approach utilizing quantitative methods to examine the relationships between brand signature elements, consumer attitudes, awareness, and corporate reputation. It involves data collection through surveys or questionnaires and analyzes these relationships using statistical techniques such as structural equation modeling to validate the proposed model and hypotheses. It looks at a structured questionnaire as the primary instrument for data collection. The questionnaire includes multiple items measuring constructs such as brand signature, brand awareness, brand attitude, brand reputation, brand performance with specific items, for example, BN1 to BN6 for brand name, LBT1 to LBT6 for typeface. Designed to capture respondents' perceptions and evaluations. The specific sample size is not explicitly mentioned in the article. However, considering the complexity of the structural equation modeling and the numerous constructs and indicators analyzed, it can be inferred that the study involved a large and adequate sample of support robust statistical analysis. Typically, research of this nature requires several hundred respondents to ensure the validity and reliability of the findings. For an exact figure, it would be necessary to consult the methodology section a bit more in detail to look at the graph and the points that we look at further on. I will break down some of these hypotheses. So, with the results. The conceptual model illustrates how various elements related to a brand influence each other and overall brand perception. It begins with brand signature, which includes the brand name and logo, for example, with elements like typeface, design, and color. The signature impacts brand attitude, H1, shaping how consumers perceive the brand's association and beliefs about it. Brand attitude then influences H2, which encompasses attributes like reliability and benevolence. Additionally, awareness of consumers, H3, including brand reputation and familiarity and recognizability, affects brand attitude, H4. Finally, brand reputation and awareness together influence brand performance, H5, which includes loyalty, repurchase, and recommendations, or H6. Overall, the model shows that the brand's visual signature and consumer perceptions work together to build reputation and drive performance. The validated structural model demonstrates that the brand signature comprising of the brand name, logo, typeface, design, and color significantly influences brand attitude, which includes brand association and belief. In turn, brand attitude impacts brand reputation, encompassing reliability and benevolence. Additionally, brand awareness, covering familiarity and recognizability, affects brand attitude. Both brand reputation and brand awareness then contribute to brand performance, which includes loyalty, repurchase, and recommendations. Overall, the model confirms that visual brand elements and consumer perceptions are key determinants of brand reputation and performance. The hypotheses in the model explore the relationship between various aspects of brand perception and performance. The first hypothesis proposes that the brand signature which includes elements like the brand name, logo, typeface, design, and color, directly influences consumer attitude toward the brand, shaping their perceptions and beliefs. Building on the second hypothesis, suggesting that the positive consumer attitude subsequently enhanced the brand's overall reputation, reflecting perceptions of credibility, reliability, and benevolence. The third hypothesis indicates that the characteristics of the brand signature also directly affect brand awareness, increasing familiarity and recognizability among consumers. Conversely, the fourth hypothesis examines whether higher levels of brand awareness translate into stronger brand reputation. However, empirical evidence from the study indicates that the relationship was not statistically significant. The fifth hypothesis posits that greater brand awareness positively influenced consumer attitudes, reinforcing favorable perceptions and beliefs about the brand. Finally, the sixth hypothesis asserts that an improved brand reputation contributes significantly to better brand performance, including increased customer loyalty, repurchase intention, and word-of-mouth recommendation. Overall, the hypotheses collectively examine how the components of the brand's visual and perceptual identity contribute to creating a favorable overall brand image and performance. Favorable brand signatures significantly enhance consumer awareness, perception, and overall brand reputation. Visual elements such as logo, design, typeface, and color play a crucial role in differentiating brands and creating recognizable identities. Consistency in presenting these elements across markets reinforces global and brand equity, while sensitivity to cross-cultural differences ensures effective communication. Together, these factors contribute to stronger brand performance and a positive corporate image. This article advances branding theory by highlighting the strategic role of brand signature name and visual elements in shaping global consumer perceptions, reputation, and emotional connections. It emphasizes cross-cultural and psychological, integrating these into corporate identity frameworks. In the conclusion, through this research, it advises international tourism managers to strategically manage brand elements, name, logo, typeface, and color to build positive perceptions, reinforce reputation, and improve global recognition. Aligning brand signature with company identity and market needs fosters customer loyalty and competitive advantage. Active oversight of these elements is crucial for a strong, consistent global brand image. In the critique, the research comprehensively explores how brand elements such as name, logo, and typeface color influence perception, reputation, and performance in global tourism. Using a multidisciplinary approach, it offers empirical evidence on the strategic importance of consistent, culturally relevant brand structures and provides practical guidelines emphasizing cross-cultural and emotional factors. Some limitations of the study include its focus on a single hotel as the reference entity, which may restrict the generalizability of the findings across different contexts and sectors. Additionally, the research emphasizes specific elements like logo, name, typeface, and color, but may look at other factors influencing the brand perception. The study also suggests that relationships between brand signature elements and consumer perceptions could vary in different cultural or service settings, indicating a need for further research in diverse environments. And to wrap up, the questions that I came up with to further this conversation is: 1. How do cultural differences influence consumer perceptions of global hotel brand signatures and their impact on brand loyalty in the lodging industry? And for the second question, what specific elements of a hotel brand signature, for example, the logo, design, or name, are most effective in building trust and reputation across diverse international markets?